Hello YouTube and welcome to this video. Today we're talking about my new PlayStation Portable. So I got this on eBay for, I think it was $55 plus shipping. It's the 3000 model of PSP. And it's in decent condition. The back's scratched up, the front's got some scratches. The screen's actually fairly scratch free. But yeah, let's check it out. Okay. So, it did come with let's set this out. It came with the console, one game, which it said it wasn't even supposed to. It said no game included, no memory card included. Gran Turismo 4, UMD. It came with a 2GB memory card, also not supposed to come with that. But I did also order this, which is a micro SD to memory stick Pro Duo adapter. And with that, you take a memory card. I have a 32GB one in it. You put it in that. And I also bought this battery. It's obviously a cheap knockoff. It's not 3600 mAh. I think it's like 700 mAh. But it did come with another battery in it as well, which is a original Sony one. It is 1200 mAh. It fits in there fine. Not much to say about it, but I modded this like the moment I got it, because it's just so easy to mod. But here's how you put the memory card in. You take your memory card, and I have to go the wrong way. You literally just put it in like a regular SD card, which it's not going. Yeah. Okay, that's weird. Oh, that's how it goes in. I had it right the first time. Okay. So you put it in, and then you turn it on. You flip this switch, and you hold it up. Overall, the buttons are pretty nice. It's got the bumpers on top and the thumbstick. This needed a second thumbstick here so badly. Here you have it. It's got the PS3 style menu, and as you can see, I have it modded. 6.61 LME 2.3 Infinity. That's the best model. Is the Infinity for a 3000 because it's permanent. Now, a couple things I want to say about it is the fact that it doesn't connect to most modern-day Wi-Fi. The reason for this is kind of weird. It doesn't support... Here, let me flip on the internet switch. It doesn't support... Let me just show you. Split the scanning. It doesn't support all of these... security types, and those are usually WPA2 or WEP2. It supports only regular WEP or WAP as well. I did get on WEP Wi-Fi, and if you soft mod it, you can get onto the internet and the PlayStation Store. I can't currently. Because I don't have Wi-Fi here. But you can see there's so many emulators. This is a Nazi Zombies port. This is my Metal Gear Solid 1. A Super Nintendo emulator, a Nintendo 64 emulator, which runs okay, but it's not the best. An NES emulator, a Game Boy Advanced emulator. This is a homebrew Pokemon game, Pokemon Gray. Here's a homebrew Minecraft port. But let's just show you Gran Turismo. And also, soft modding it, you can press select in the main menu, and you get this menu. Focus. Focus, 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 focus. Okay, it's not going to focus. But basically, what you can do with it is you can tell it to, when you plug it into through USB to a computer, you can tell it to basically say I have my UMD in it. I can hook it up to a computer and tell it, hey, don't view the memory card, view this. So what I did is I copied the ISO from the disk drive, from this, and I copied it to my computer and then removed this, switched it back over to reading to the memory card, and then installed it onto that. But let's just show you some gameplay. Which this will flash whenever it's get a reading from the memory card. Also, I bought the slim model, so it doesn't have the slider here to release the UMD. You just kind of pry it open. Also, this is much slimmer. I think the original is like that thick. Overall, it's pretty nice though. I mean, you definitely needed another thumbstick here. I decided I'm not going to show you how to jailbreak it because there's so many other tutorials. I'll actually link a tutorial in the description. But here we go. This is Gran Turismo. And it's got PS2 quality graphics. It looks very nice. This is the 3000 also has the better screen. If you compare all of them, it gets rid of the ghosting. There's some people say it's got some weird scan line effect. I don't see it. Like in the menu. In games, I don't see it at all. I'm also really terrible at this game. But this is a game I definitely was going to buy. Once again, this is Gran Turismo for the PSP. And it's also really hard to play through the viewfinder of the camera. Oh, that was terrible. I spun out. But yeah, as you can see, it's actually pretty decent. The battery lasts, this battery, the original PlayStation battery, it lasts I've seen it say 7 hours. I've seen it say 7 hours when I had the screen real dim. This one, the board, I guess like the battery controller inside of it is a 3600 one, because I've had this thing die on 30% and it would not turn it back on. So just don't buy a cheap battery. I mean, unless you absolutely need one to turn on. One of these to turn on, you know. That's another thing. The charger port is down here and it uses AC. You can technically charge from the USB port on the top, but it is definitely super slow. And don't do that. It also has a headphone jack, and I don't know if you can see it, but that is basically it's an AV out. They made component cables for this, so you can hook it up to a TV. The 1000 and 2000 models had a dock that produced stereo sound as well as video out to a TV, so you could do that if you wanted to. But overall, it's very good. It doesn't have a camera, like connect a camera that's compatible with a PSP system. The camera, it's an attachment, it plugs in at the top. It's not worth buying, I don't think, unless you want to play Invisimals, I think is what it's called. Me personally, I don't want to. Also, This came from me from Venezuela, and it came in Spanish, which I managed to reset the console before updating it and all of that. But yeah, you can see I have 22 gigabytes left, and honestly, a lot of these games, like Il2 Sturmovik here, this is 200 megabytes. Medal of Honor Heroes 2 is, I think, like a bigger game, so it's like 1.2 gigs. SOCOM Fireteam Bravo 3 is like 1.4. This is like 600 megs. This, I think it was only like 200 megabytes. This stuff is all of my jailbreak stuff, so I can't get rid of it, or otherwise it'll reset the thing back to Sony's original OS. But I mean, if you want it just to play emulators and not even regular PSP games, get it if you can get it for like definitely under $100. Don't pay more than that. This feature called game sharing, basically, if another person has a game that you want and you don't have it, but you want to play together, you can turn on your wireless LAN switch, and then it's searching for other people nearby, and basically it will download the multiplayer part of a game into your console for, I think it's like 2 hours, and then you have to do it again, but that's actually a pretty cool idea. There's also a thing, if you go under network, remote play. If you own a PlayStation 3 console, I do not, you can play some certain PS3 games through your, on your PSP as long as you're on the same Wi-Fi. Only like 7 games, I think, support it, so it's really not great. However, there's a program, and I don't have a PlayStation 3 to do this on, but there's a program you can put on your computer, you put in a PS3 disc, and you edit the .sfo file, I believe, and it allows any game to be played on here. I don't see you being able to play Grand Theft Auto or Call of Duty or whatever on this without the second joystick. I have seen some people mods the thing so that the second joystick is there, but it's just underneath, it's just wires going to these buttons, because some games use this is left, this is right, this is up, and this is down, and use the joystick for movement. But other than that, it's really not great. Definitely pick up an adapter, a memory card adapter, because I think to get one of these, it's like $20. And that's not worth it. I think the adapter, I got mine for $250, and they just sent it to me in a letter. These, just rip them as soon as you get them. Don't pirate the games. Don't download them online. But just buy it, soft mod it, and then rip it to the console. Because that's just the best way to do it. Using the disk drive in this uses so much battery, it's not worth doing. And, I think that's about it. Other than the fact that, yeah, this is the F3001 model. If you can find a Japanese one coming from not Japan, I mean, if you want to wait for the ones from Japan, that's fine. The Japanese ones, I think, look nicer. I was looking at one, it's white with a blue ring, and all the buttons are, like, instead of white icons inside the buttons, just, it's, you know, it's blue, it's light blue. There's, on the back here, the ring is blue, the letters are blue, and it looked really nice overall. Don't buy a special edition console, though. Like Assassin's Creed or Metal Gear Solid. Don't do it. But I think that's going to be it for me today. So, if you like this video, give it a like. If you disliked, dislike it. Other than that, like, comment, and subscribe, and have a nice day.